Hello, it's Ted here with another installation guide for the Triumph Scrambler 400X. I bought a Moto Torque rear tray, actually off eBay. They're made in India. I was amazed it got here in just about a week. So pretty quick delivery and relatively inexpensive. I like the design. I think it's going to work well. It actually replaces this whole back handle here on the original Triumph. So this is what comes in the package. This is the tray here. These are the two sidebars. This is the hardware. It comes with 4 washers, 2 different size spacers, 13mm nuts, some 5mm Allen keys, some 6mm bolts that are going to replace the ones on the vehicle. In terms of installation, I think I've got all the tools out. 13mm wrench, 5mm and 6mm. I also have the hand tools, but I'm going to use it on the ratchet. And it's going to take a T40 torx head for these bolts. These are actually kind of stylish, nice bolts that Triumph provides, and so we'll take them out and see. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to replace them with just some simple Allen keys. But I'm going to get underway here and start by just removing these bolts here. Now I have some power ratcheting wrenches and stuff, or power ratchet I should say, but I found, especially working on the motorcycles and such, it's probably not a good idea to use some of the power tools. I've experienced stainless steel into metal, and stainless steel can gall, so I would recommend really just using hand tools to do most of this work. But this one is a little longer than I expected. Alright, so this bolt is out, and as you can see, yeah, it's definitely shorter than what's being provided. So we'll go ahead and take these guys out. So far, I really enjoyed. I have about 200 miles so far on my 400X, about 50 miles off-road. It did really well off-road. I was out in Canyonlands in the Maze District and going up rock ledges and doing all sorts of stuff. Just gotta trust the bike and let it do its thing. I mainly got this for, you know, hitting some trails, occasional on the street, but street scares me still. Alright, so the bolts are out, and looks like this just comes right off. So now, according to the directions here, looks like we have small spacer on the back one, big spacer on the front one. So let's see, I'm gonna have to put this on a little tripod here. so I can get this working here. Small spacer on this one. So bolt washer through the side piece, and then the spacer on the inside. And this one is the 6mm. So I'll get that started here first. Again, you never want to use power tools to start any bolts. It's a good way to strip them out. So after measuring the bolts, I actually decided to try to reuse the old bolts, and it seems to me that there's definitely enough purchase with the old bolts, and they definitely have a little more style to them. So I'm going to go with reusing the old bolts. Still need to use the spacers, of course. But I like the old bolts better. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use the old bolts, and remember, small spacer goes in front, big spacer goes in back. Yeah, there's plenty of length on the original bolts, and they definitely look a little bit nicer. So for right now, I'm going to leave them a little bit loose because it does look like it might need to be spaced out a little bit for plate. So this is the plate, the Moto Torque. I'm going to put this on here. Oh yeah, wow. This is definitely off a little bit. So loosen this quite a bit right now. There's a lot of flexibility in this, and maybe it would have been better to put the plate on the bars first before doing this, but we'll see how it goes here. And overall, on a scalability of 1 to 10 being hard to install, this is probably a 2. Simple bolts. I guess the hardest part is making sure you've got the correct tools. Once again, T40 to take off the original bolts. If you want to use the new ones, it would be a 5mm and a 6mm Allen. These guys up here on the tray are 5mm, and then it's just a 13mm bolt on the back. So I got those started here, and I'm going to get these cinched up. I'm going to mostly tighten up from the bottom so I don't scrape up the powder coating. Alright, so with the tray on, now I can go ahead and tighten these bolts down to the motorcycle. Alright, so the Moto Torque flat plate is all on. You can see I reused the torque screws. Here's the flat plate here where I can mount a box in the back to hold a helmet or any other luggage. It has little guards here you can put straps through if you want to strap something else onto that. Looks to be pretty good quality. It's very sturdy. I think I could lift the whole bike up with this. It's not moving anywhere. Overall, the aesthetics of the bike I think looks good. It's actually even barely noticeable. And overall, very happy with it. Once again, I bought this on eBay. It actually came all the way from India, been in less than a week. So, very happy with the purchase, very happy with the bike, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.